Traggly, bone it for the boo.
Nene faye, fa, mape, lits kva tuila yutu.
Balu, I think kap azami dukupa. Wale kepse, the fuk dobala duma kangi, shizum lamadi kadi dobala bagi. Kuzuma tipala kurtuka.
Sarevanyad Zadre. Waxan Makale Zegi.
Cosita va. Para mano, no compata pa. Por papatis por pachuchuchuta. Poto pae pa. Kambasa pa. Pasata.
Kade igama nimo. Kapsipala te tipika. Kuku, zamak dukupa. Kepete? Fukuman, da walupu bati.
Oga Saragratamato Marco Ayaw Inan Horbote Hadbot
그 둘로 아들네오마 드라요 에드로 쇼드
Dibra, ben je hordina sarak haji, haji. Maat, man. Ayaw ko na biyahon, mat na ibiyahon, hat ina, papawanin ma. Dibra muszę.
ask you questions. I also told you what I think, right? I levied critiques, correct? So I didn't hold my cards. I didn't hide them.
I'm not saying
I gave you.
You're missing. I don't understand.
Wait. No, please. So you think that if you had reacted to my critiques in a way that I was like, oh, I think he sees my point. Maybe I can make a difference. You think that I wouldn't care about that?
I think that you're upset that I don't agree with your points. So, but you think you're really correct on them. So now you need to go to the next step and get an audience to agree with me to make me understand why. That's what it feels like.
That is. Yeah, I don't think I have maybe that's a fanaticism issue in your community and it's a small portion. Maybe that's just a personality. But when I know that there are people I'm like, okay, well, I don't know how to explain this to someone. Here, Destiny said this, Destiny said that. So I apologize that you feel dehumanized, that I want to know what you actually think about things and not the version.
Okay, wait. Do you understand that, like, you didn't just apologize, right? I can't tell if you're a meme or not. You know that was, like, a backhanded, like... What you just said essentially is like, I'm sorry you're so fucking retarded. Like, I'm sorry that you didn't realize that I was coming here to get it from the source. That is exactly what you just said. Do you not realize it?
I think that you assume that I talk and like engage with people the way you're used to engage with people, and that's
I'm going by super basic social norms. Are you, okay? This is gonna sound like an insult. I don't mean to, but are you autistic?
I'm not diagnosed.
Okay, because I can evaluate your statements a lot differently, but I don't know if you understand all the times like the super heavy implications behind a lot of the arguments.
Probably don't. I wish I had like an autism diagnosis. I haven't managed to get one throughout the years. I know that I think without being without knowing my personality.
Sure, but I'm just saying that, like, if I say something like, I'm sorry that you're so upset, that I'm really
No.
Good. That sentence structure, like, talking about the sentence structure implies, like, an insult. Like, I'm sorry that I'm doing something to my favorite life. That implies.
Okay, let me. It was accident. I wasn't. Okay, then it wasn't that. I said it that way because I'm very frustrated.
Yeah. So you didn't. I get frustrated. I insult people too.
No. Oh my God. I was not insulting. I was frustrated that this did not go the way I wanted, and I heard your opinion. And I'm saying I'm sorry that what I thought was an act of respect and me trying to properly communicate with you is being perceived in that way. And maybe, probably, I should have said I'm sorry because that's not an apology. That's just how I feel. That. But I don't have a need to insult you. I don't insult you. That is not who I am. I'm sorry that you felt that I made you feel the way that you did.
It's all good, dude. Just...
No, it's not, right?
Okay.
And that really sucks. And that wasn't my intention. And yeah, hopefully we can have a private conversation about yeah. And if you feel really disrespected, you can absolutely like ban me and not talk to me anymore. That's fine too.
Okay.
So yeah. Thank you for giving me the time.
No problem. Have fun, be careful, okay? Jesus. Oh my goodness. Stop. Hold on. Tuesday night. Whew. You're just trying to...
It's me.
Oh. Wait, can I go pee real quick? Hold on one second.
Yeah. Obama. I'm gonna be honest, guys, that's not funny. Literally none of you laughed out loud, and it's a tired ass fucking meme. Literally none of your sides hurt. Did you guys see Pixie did pretty good on Fresh and Fit last night? For going on by herself? Okay. We're not all in agreement, but you know what? She did okay. Nope, I hear you. What's up?
People.
You can do a thing where you explain what other people are doing, because you take in a lot of stories, but I don't think you ever properly explain your own emotions in a situation.
A little bit, kind of. So here's a problem. So here's the problem, okay? And this is just a mistake that I make, and it's advice that I give that I don't follow. This is advice that is highly applicable to all interpersonal relationships and professional relationships and public relationships. Setting boundaries is really important, and when you fail to do that, not only do you fuck yourself over, but you make the people around you very confused as well. And I think I've probably done a poor job in explaining that, like, hey, you probably shouldn't treat me like this because like it's not like an effective means of communicating with me or my audience or getting people. Or know that probably set expectations to people. That you can just come in and say some really wacky and wild shit, and then kind of I personally, audience will say, oh, well, I don't know what happened, and then all kind of be like, this is kind of weird, and then they'll be like, I don't know what happened, but in reality, there's been like things building up over time. But I said that like after Brittany, I would start like calling out more when I see this stuff, and I'm doing it. Okay, she would have gone into any restricted statement. Like, I don't think I can communicate with you, but I think I can get your audience to like be against you. That's like a wild thing to say. Most people would be like, okay, well now I'm gonna ban you from everything because you're like trying to start an anti-fan community within my community. And I think people don't realize sometimes, at least when they communicate with me, how wrong things to say are.
And I just want to say, I also really liked that she said she didn't want to continue the conversation because she was uncomfortable with me,
that was
like
good.
being there. Because that gives it the opportunity for me to leave, and instead of her later going on and being like, I got dog biled,
Sure.
as if you can't like communicate that in the moment.
Yeah,
I thought
good
that
on
was
her.
really good.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do you do from here if you know that that conversation is like, if that's her goal? I think you said that you guys are gonna just like talk in private.
I mean, if I truly feel that way about somebody, then I'll probably just eventually ban them or stop communicating with them, or I'll just continue to, like I said, I'm a big on like this cringe shit. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. As long as I'm very open about everything that's going on, then I'm okay, so that at least people know what's happening. So like if that is her goal, then I'll just remind people when they come in. Here's Katie, who's trying to turn my audience against me. Like, let's hear her out. But I'll be like very open about that going on instead of just keeping it to myself.
And do you take her to be like five head? Because I don't. I take her to be like very not prepared, not to like in the moment in the conversation it tends to loop. So I do think it's like a slip up to just like actually come out and say that. What
Yeah,
do
I
you
mean, I don't
do-
think she's being like evil or malicious. I think she's being like
Yeah,
very honest. Yeah.
I agree.
But I think it's
I
like
agree.
it's just a little bit fucked up. Like that's, I don't want to say autistic, but it's kind of like, how do you not realize that when you say something like that, how somebody would interpret that? You know? Wait, give me 1 second. Somebody linked a clip, I think, of her. Let me just, what is this? 46 seconds. Hold on.
Guilty about. For example,
Why is it so fucking
I've had
quiet?
a few relationships where
Guys. Okay, sorry. Oh, and I can't use my volume thing. All right, well, turn your volume up and then get triggered when I scream, because I can't fucking hear this clip. Okay, here we go.
thing to feel guilty about. For example, I've had a few relationships where I've either told my partner that I don't love them as much as I've loved other partners of mine, or that I've told someone that we were flirty or whatever. I told them, look, I'm fine if you're having like a crush on me or whatever, but you should know that I'm not planning on falling in love ever. So if that's an expectation and a need that you have from a partner, I can't give that to you. If you're fine with me not being in love with you, we can be a couple. You just need to understand that I'm not in love with you. And thing to feel guilty about.
Okay, one of these things was really autistic, one of these things is okay. But, alright, sorry. Okay, go for it.
I don't get what you watched.
For the first one, apparently she's told partners, I don't love you as much as I've loved other partners, which is probably something you should never say to a significant other ever, unless you're trying to end the relationship. And then the other thing was, she'll tell hookups like I'm not looking for
So she's not 5'9".
Yeah.
Don't take her to be malicious. I don't know. Whatever you take her for, I don't really fucking care. But what do you do moving forward? Because obviously people aren't just gonna come right out and be like, hello, Destiny, I am here to speak to your audience because I don't think I can ever move you.
Like, what am I gonna do with what?
People who aren't just gonna I don't know, be retarded and come right out and say that that's what they're doing.
I mean, like I said, if I feel like people are acting in ways that are probably not good for me, I'm probably just gonna, I'll be more forward about it from now on. Like, they don't have to explicitly say that, I don't think. Like, I can ask questions to tease that out. That's kind of what happened with her, is I asked questions, like, well, do you think you can convince me of anything different? And she's like, no. Like,
Yeah,
oh.
but didn't she just like flat out fucking say it, and that's how you know?
Well, but yeah, but it's because I asked the questions to get there. Like, what is the goal of your conversation here? Are you trying to change my mind? And then she was like, no. I was like, oh, okay.
No. I don't know.
Is that not what happened? Is that not how we got there?
No, that's how you got there, but you got there because she's not that like bright.
Well,
So she's
not
gonna just tell you that. Like,
yeah,
why,
but I don't
somebody
think
who's actually like, why would they tell you that?
Well,
Why
but
would
I
they
don't think
follow
because
through,
it's because
like, to
it's
that?
not about being smart or not. I think she could lie about that if she wanted to. It's probably just that she doesn't think she's acting like maliciously. Oh my god, I missed a thing.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Oh, Rodney's. What did I miss? It's a thing. It's a 10-point Empire points.
You. You. My little DGG scion. Are going to be good. So
Damn, okay. What do you do for cardio? Bro, I'm pretty sure if you do like squats and deadlifts, I think you'll get decent cardio. I'm gonna be honest, okay? There have been a couple times the past couple weeks where I've had to run farther than I was expecting to or climb a bunch of stairs or whatever, and I was shocked, okay? My cardio got way better. Lift big, put those big reps up, and your cardio will improve. Don't run. That's for losers. Definitely don't do the elliptical. That's for losers. And don't swim unless you're gay, because that's for losers. What are you squatting right now? Listen. Today was 180 by 5, and it was not just not a Destiny 180 low bar. It's high bar. Okay? The worst types, the most disgusting types of Gojo Crew squats, okay? Or high bar squatting. 45 pounds to go to my 225, and then I'm done. Ever progressing on that lift, ever, okay? Because fuck that bullshit. Until the end of time. Check the northwest and the forest area on the tip of the peninsula next to a light post. Oh, I think I already got that one. What have been 2 scheduled debates you had? One John Doyle, the other Billboard. The Billboard guy said he wanted to postpone because he got assaulted or something. Kill yourself, you fucking loser. Half of chat is trying to actually think squats are cardio. You fucking know them. Cardio is actually so huge for building work capacity, being able to progress faster in the gym as well. I mean, it might be, but probably not for beginners. I'm sure at some point cardio becomes important, but my cardio massively improved. When I first started squatting, I had to wait on my cardio between sets. I don't anymore, so I guess I could do more cardio. But like my general cardio for life massively improved doing squats and deadlifts. But I mean, like you could go harder if you want. It just depends on what you're lifting for. I don't know. If you want to have better cardio, then do cardio. Like that's it. If you want to have better cardio, do cardio. If you just want to lift bigger numbers, then lift bigger numbers. I don't know. What do you want me to say? On the ground in the flame hallway is where I missed the other one. In this hallway or in this hallway? One percent is for cardio. It's good for the rest time between sets, like you said, but it has huge benefits beyond that. Yeah, sure, fine. Yeah, it does. But it's up. I mean, going vegan has huge benefits. If you want the benefits of cardio, then you need to do cardio. You made it sound like you don't need to do cardio if you squat. You don't need to do cardio. All you want to do is squat and squat big numbers. You don't need to do cardio. You just need to squat. Unless you're at some like advanced training stage where you're doing like 20 different lifts to grow your legs. But at that point, why the fuck are you asking me for advice? You don't need to ask me for anything. But if you're taking like a beginning lifter and it's like, oh, I want to squat more, but my cardio is limiting me. If you start telling this guy to do all sorts of cardio, then he's going to be too fuck tired to do anything. Your cardio will catch up with you. Like, who the fuck cares if it takes you 6 minutes between sets while you're waiting to catch your breath? Go to the fog warning tree right there. Here. Just exercise is like 100% more than the average dude that lives to 80. Cardio won't change that much if you actually work out. Actually, I kind of disagree with that. Cardio is probably pretty important. If you want to be like all around like healthier, I think cardio is probably a pretty important thing to do. In fact, let's see. I think I'm gonna make a bullshit statement right now that I have no scientific basis for. I would say that cardio and lifting are both probably equally important if you want to get like healthier. The guy that just does cardio all day might actually, cardio is probably a little. The guy that just does cardio is probably. Building muscles and everything are really important because of the added flexibility and stability and the protectiveness from injuries later in life. But cardiovascular health all around, like just running and moving your body and having a stronger heart and lungs and everything, like has a myriad of other benefits too, I think. Who just joined? What is this? Click, scroll. Oh, train wrecks on somebody.
Oh. I gotta go eat, bro. I'm so lazy.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm supposed to eat like 2 hours ago. I'm just so lazy. What should I have? So I'm torn between two options.
Go for it.
Tacos or I'm leaning toward this next one that I don't know. Or tomato soup and a grilled cheese.
Get tacos, dude.
What?
Get tacos.
I love tomato soup though.
Yeah, but it's like, what are you doing? Eating tomato soup and grilled cheese? Just get
It's so good. Oh, I love tomato soup. It's so good. I'm gonna have to get some tacos though, low-key. But then again, bro, tomato soup, it hits different, Dest. It hits fucking different. Damn, bro, your kick streams are going well.
Yeah, they're going something, yeah, true.
It feels like, you know, obviously I'm biased, but I have been known to be relatively objective, you know, when it comes to the, you know, to the facts. And I must say, listen, this feels like the old days.
Okay.
Now, you don't need to answer yes or no, but I'm telling you my opinion of this. It feels like the old days, if you know what I mean. The old days, you know what I'm saying? Like on another site. Like it feels like the old days. It's cozy like that. I can't explain it. It's just that it's what should be now. But it's just, you know, they went down the wrong path. Unfortunate for them.
What's going on with you and Aiden? I didn't catch up with that drama. People were mad about some shit. What happened?
Nothing. It just, you know, he just, I think he should have just went live. Like, I mean, I know who he is off stream. He's not a hateful person. He's a good kid. And I just think he should have went live and been that good kid and just recognized that what he said was just wild. Right? Like, it was just trashy. It was just wrong. I think he should have just recognized it, apologized, and moved on. But instead, I felt like he gave in to what he thought would look cool in front of his audience, and that just, I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way, and I think it's selfish of him, not only in terms of, you know, the overall view, but just in terms of kick. I don't know. So I just kind of, I just thought his apology was half-assed, and I think he should have just been more, you know, he should have just been straightforward and just went on there and apologized and moved on. Because I talked to him off stream. He's not about any of that stuff that he, like, says. Like, if you would have said something along the lines of, like, fuck/them, obviously that's still terrible and fucked up, but it's nowhere near the lines or like, it's just nowhere near saying kill/them. That's just bad. That's just really fucking bad. So I think you should, I don't know, I think you should have went live and kind of, I know what he meant I know what he was thinking when he said that. He wasn't thinking of it as like the sentence of kill them, inciting that violence. You know, like I think you know, but he just needs to go live and you know and apologize. And there was no clarification there. Like I know that because I know him off stream, but no one else knows him off stream. So like you have to understand that 99.9 out of 100 times there's no shot anyone. And they shouldn't, is going to see the benefit of the doubt in saying something that fucking wild. Like, that is a... To me, that's a trashy, disgusting thing to say. The kill/them remark, right? Okay. And I give him the example, right? Fuck /them, in my opinion, that's still, you know, transphobic. That's still fucked up. But, you know, with the way he behaved, that's some... If you would have said something like that, you know, I would still disagree. I wouldn't be able to get behind that. But... maybe you could like be like, okay, whatever, you know, this guy's an idiot. But like, to do what he did after saying kill/them, like,
wait, what did he do? Fuck, I don't even know. I didn't even see the fucking what happened. I've been.
He watched the clip of you watching a clip of teachers teaching their children.
Let me. It's like 37 seconds. Let me watch this real quick. Give me 20 seconds. Times to it.
My pronoun is Z's, Z's, outer bird, mixed bill. Mixed seed is my teacher.
So cringe, bro.
I don't think I would want my kid in this class. Am I reactionary? I wonder if Nathan has
Listen, bro. So all you guys, I get to pick your pronouns. My pronouns is kill/them, okay? Fuck all y'all, bro. Y'all are making the world a shitty place, bro. I'm gonna call you either a guy or a girl. I'm not calling you by a cat, by a turtle. I'm gonna fuck you got a tail of fucking whiskers. I'm gonna fuck, bro. I'm gonna fuck, bro. Fuck all y'all, bro. Self-entitled pussies.
My pronoun is
Jesus.
Yeah, I just think it was too far. Like, I know what he was trying to convey. I
what
get
was he trying to convey?
I think he just, like, I don't want to sound like a apologist or whatever the fuck, right? Like, there's no way you can ever turn that into anything good. So by no means am I doing that. But like, what I mean is, he's not someone that's hateful. So like, I think he's just a dumb fuck that said something dumb as hell. But I think he's giving intent for what he said and what it means. I don't think he intended. But what he said is unacceptable, and it's unforgivable. He should have went live, re-clarified what he tried to say. Instead, he's like, oh, it's a joke. In no world can that be a joke. That's what I'm saying. If there's no context, you can just argue that it's a joke. Like, there isn't context. There's not context. That's me, bro. I'm an anti-cancel culture motherfucker. Like, I say fuck both sides, right? And even in my view, there's no context where you can like make that joke in that tone. So it's like I think he should just went live. He should have been who he is off stream, the one that I talked to, right? And he should have just re-clarified, put his foot down, and you know, apologized for that and walked it back. But instead, he went live and what I felt like he was doing, and maybe it's just from what I've seen in my life, and maybe I'm projecting it onto him from what I've seen from others. But it just felt like he was too concerned about looking like a bitch. So instead, he doubled down. Apology. He gave a half-ass apology. And I say half-ass before that. He's like, I apologize for absolutely nothing. And he played music and danced, right? So it's just like, I just think it's highly inappropriate. I'm someone that... for the most part, if I say some shit that pisses some sensitive people off, you know, I tell them to suck my dick. But if I say some heinous shit like that, especially in today's atmosphere, right, where there really is no excuse anymore, it's like, there has to be a level of accountability, in my opinion, right? There has to be some level. If there's none at all, then everyone's just going to lose hope, lose that constantly, right? They're going to just say everything. There just has to be a line where you make it. That's not acceptable. Can I get one of my lectures? So like, that's where the disconnect between me and other artists comes from. If I had the full power, right, obviously there's like a due process, like an oversight where all the owners kind of get together and decide. You know, and I have my vote. If it was up to me, you know, I wouldn't have permabanned him. I would have definitely hit him with a 72-hour.
Is Aiden
But-
permabanned?
No. He's not banned at all.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
No. What I meant is I wouldn't permaban him, but I would definitely have 72, especially if they didn't bad. And there's other streamers in the platform that I would have been not 80. I wouldn't have permaban him, but I was definitely permaban other streamers in the platform already. The problem is, I think we're still, me and the other owners are still like in talks of what that line is. Obviously, we don't want hate speech, nudity, obviously broken, and we're just kind of getting in meetings every day, figuring out where that line is, building a moderation team, getting a larger moderation team to like watch everything. And
Moderating is doing non-permabans is really hard. Here's something that I found when it comes to moderating my community. This is something that's really challenging, is because you never want somebody doing a calculus for is it worth it, and then them breaking the rules. That's why, like, for a while, like, and I still kind of do this. I'm basically like, if you do something really bad, I just permaban you. Like, I very rarely do I do like time bans, or if I do time bans, they're huge. Because it's like, if I ban you for a day, like, who cares? Like, if it's a really funny fucking meme and it breaks the rules, you'll do it. Who cares if you get banned for a fucking day, or even like 3 days? Fuck it. Like, if it's funny enough, you do it. But you never want people like weighing that in their head. Like, is this funny enough that I can break the rule? Yeah. So it's a real
completely agreed.
Yeah. So I'm a fan of like 7-day bans or longer. Like, you're never banning for fucking streamer bans for 24 hours or a fucking joke.
Yeah, the problem is, like, what you said is exactly correct. And this is something I preached on Twitch as well, right?
Because they come back and they're just like, oh, what's up, guys? And you get like more famous for it almost, right? Like,
You get more famous, yes. So that example of doing the calculus is exactly to the T correct of what's going on, right? Like, especially if you're a small to mid-sized creator, and even sometimes large creator, you can, you know, do the math.
Yeah.
How much attention you're gonna get, how large you're gonna get from this 24 hours and shit, right? Or you're not gonna get banned. So it's like it causes a real toxic environment.
Yeah.
And it will cause more issues later on. And my primary point to this, to the owners when I get into calls with them, is this.
Mm-hmm.
I understand their position right now. They kind of want to just, you know, go in, do their thing, you know, let anything go for the most part, right? The problem is, and this is where I kind of attack from, that sounds good, but it's very short-sighted.
Yeah, I was going to say the problem with that is that at some point it's going to change, and people are going to feel like you pulled the rug out from under them.
Exactly, and the narrative is going to be, we're no different than Twitch.
Exactly.
So at one point when we have to monetize, which we have to do, right, with all of our splits, we have to, you know, get deals, sponsors, ads. So at some point, I mean, obviously we have a plan, because we're still going to keep it more free, right? We're not going to work with anyone that requires us to be as strict as Twitch. So we're going to maintain that freedom, and we already have a plan of who we're going to work with. But the blatant nudity and the hate speech is going to have to be cracked down upon at some point. And if you let it roam for the short-term benefit, or sorry, for what they believe is the long-term benefit, but for what I know as a streamer that's been in the game for a while is a short-term benefit, what you just said is exactly correct. You're going to have to change up on people, and that's going to make people feel, especially ones that have established their brands on the platform, right, for a year or 2 years. It's going to make them feel betrayed. It's going to make them feel like we're just another Twitch. It's just going to feel really shitty. So this is where my experience comes in, and I just hope they listen. I've been hammering every day, like, we just need to get a baseline TOS, and we need to be very strict about those baselines. We're already letting people be so fucking free. It's already a blessing. Like, and I keep telling them, I've been in the game a long time. I know that what we're offering is already a blessing. That freedom, that knowing that you're not going to get banned for dumb fucking shit, is a blessing for streamers that have no like guaranteed financial security or stability in terms of not knowing when this hype or when this thing's going to die, right? In terms of our viewerships, or in terms of live streaming in general, right? Or the next waves. So it's like, what we're doing is already great.
So you don't have to push the boundaries so fucking hard. Like,
exactly. Like, we've offered this amazing thing, and people, you know, we gave an inch, people take a yard. And it's like, we need to stop that now, because if we stop it in a year, people are going to feel betrayed, even though, you're right. So it's like, I've been pushing heavily for that, and they're beginning to listen. So that's the good part. They're beginning to listen. They're beginning to understand, you know, and I'm somebody that wants to have like contextual bans, right? So if one person does one thing, the other person does another thing, the context does matter. I know Twitch said that but never applied it. I think that was Twitch's mistake. Although then again, I would also argue that I don't think anyone at Twitch had the I'll use like more layman's terms for this. They didn't have the in real life experience and on the internet experience to understand the context, right? Or to understand the complexity of the just to understand context in general.
Yeah.
So it seemed like that they had, you know, both their feet in the internet side, but they had no real life experience, because based on their context bands, it was real fucking odd. Like, it seemed like just pure favoritism. It didn't seem like context mattered at all unless you were having dinner with the president of Twitch, you know, with your parents, right? So it's like, I do want context bands, but the problem is, and I do understand intention versus fact, right? So, you know, a lot of artists say, oh, well, he's a good kid. It's like, yeah, I understand that, but you have to understand, making a mistake once every week, you can only use, well, he's a good kid, you know, so much.
Yeah.
There has to be a point where you put a foot down. I understand he's a good kid. I understand I'm a good kid. You're a good kid. But there has to be a point that you let the fucking idiot know that he's causing weight. It's not okay. Like, so it's like, I've been pushing really hard behind the scenes to at least get a baseline so we can have, you know, a level of consistency now. Because having it in a year or a year and a half is going to be a big mistake. It's going to be a big one.
Rolling out features and everything is, it's really, really, really complicated. Are you a little bit worried that you kind of become like the face for this? Because like if things go bad or if the owners disagree with you and you kind of get the boot, then literally no matter what, like people are just like train streaming site.
No, because based on my experience on Twitch, it didn't matter whether I was an owner or not. I got the worst of it anyways. So realistically, whether I was an owner here or not, right, it won't matter. Like, I would be treated that way anyways. Does that make any sense?
Well, like, people don't hold you responsible for Twitch's mistakes, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about each respective thing that I did on Twitch. They held me responsible for, like, maximum punishment, like unrealistic standards, unrealistic expectations, like just the worst of the worst, right? But they were...
No, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying that, like, for a Kick, like, if Kick fucks up, like, no one's gonna be like, oh god, Destiny was like a big Kick streamer. Like, they'll be like, whatever. But for you, they'll be like, well, Kick was like trained streaming website. Like, if it fucks up, people might say like, oh yeah, like that's not trained.
Oh, you're referring to that? No. Yeah, so I would actually argue that would be on me.
Oh, okay.
Because so this is how I went about it. So before Kick, regarding stake on Twitch, and I felt the same way about the FTX stuff, that I feel like everyone kind of let, they kind of just dusted it under the rug, right? In my opinion, before you take any sponsorship or you affiliate yourself with anybody or anything, you must do your due diligence. Do you understand? Like this bullshit, oblivious tactic used by streamers. Oh, I didn't know. Listen, if you're going to make money from it, it is your damn business to know. Do you understand? So it's like, it's my responsibility to do the due diligence and make sure I'm working with people and a business model that makes sense. So at the end of the day, I'm doing constant checks. I've done my, due diligence. I've done my work. And I believe, it's in the hands of the right people. And if ever there came a time where that wasn't the case, I'm going to be very transparent about it. But yeah, I believe every streamer that takes whatever, it's their responsibility to do the due diligence. Like the FTX stuff, I was very surprised. Do you understand how many orgs? Like I understand the argument they couldn't have known, but it's like it's their damn business to know and to consider that. Do you understand? Like they have to consider that permutation of the possible reality of, okay, what happens if this happens, right? Like that's why, in my opinion, some of the sponsors that go around on Twitch or other platforms, just the full out blatant, kind of, they pay you and you fully, I hate using the word sell out, but just for this instance, I'll use the example where you fully sell out and just shill it fully. I think that's a mistake. I think every sponsor, no matter what it is, should have caution beforehand, right? Like, it's the only way you can protect yourself. Like, I really believe every person who takes a sponsor should, one, do their due diligence, and two, even after doing due diligence, they should still have cautions and not fully shill and put full blind trust in them. I think it's a big mistake, and especially on the road, you should not. You know what I mean? Like, you should not be trusting anybody fully. So, like, that's why I've been all wrong and the viewers should all be given caution, no matter how much you love the sponsor, how much you wanted it. I think you should always have that talk with you guys. I don't know. That's kind of just my idea.
No.
Feel me on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I generally agree.
Like, that FTX stuff was wild, bro. Like, I was shocked all the streamers kind of just let their friends off. That was wild. Like, I understand you couldn't have known, but I really think once you take 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100 million, there has to be some sort of safeguard. There has to be some sort of caution set. Like, it was just fully shielded. And, like, right, like, if there was some sort of partnership, fine, but it's like, it was shielded purely just for the money part. There was no actual, I don't know, like, there has to be some sort of accountability there. The fact that it was just dusted under the rug or swept under the rug, and everyone's like, oh, well, whatever, they couldn't have known. It's like, what the fuck? It's their damn.
I think for normal streamers, I think it's okay that they shielded and they didn't know because you're a normal streamer. But I think that the guys that worked in finance, I think that should have been a bigger wake-up call for them. Like, if like Pokemon is saying like go buy FTX and it's Pokemon. But if it's like some guy who's like a finance guru saying it, then I think there should probably be a little bit more responsibility there for that person.
I don't know. I just, like, if I ever, I don't know, if yeah, that would be, I would, yeah, I could maybe come to a middle ground with you after we talk long enough about it, or maybe I could see some responsibility lifted, but I like,
because I mean, like, how are you gonna know if a company's gonna go bankrupt or if a CEO is gonna like fuck around, or if like a company's got like over leveraged positions on like exotic like Korean Bitcoin arbitrage? Like, is it realistic that anybody would know shit like that?
Yeah, you're right, but what I'm referring to is, like, for example, let's say in a hypothetical world, in a different world, in a different time, I took an FTX sponsor, right? I think it's my responsibility to consider the fact that this is a possibility and say, all right, guys, listen, I'm working with these guys, this is an exchange, but listen, don't ever keep your money in exchanges. You never know what may happen. Because that's a general rule of thumb. You should never keep your money in exchanges. It's not smart.
So it's like on fucking Coinbase. Okay, let's be real.
Yeah, well, so that's not smart. So, like, so realistically, like, I feel like these are the precautions that should be relayed to the viewers, regardless of taking sponsorship. The problem is not one person on Twitch who takes sponsorships has any, like, I would probably say I'm the first when it came to the gambling stuff, and same with my other deals that I had. Right? It's like, there needs to be a level of caution that's set, like, yo, guys, I'm working with these guys. You know, they seem good, they seem great, but you need to always keep your guard up. Don't keep your money in exchange. Like, these are things that need to be said, and that was what I told Steak when I first worked with them. Like, listen, like, I'm not going to go here and fully go in on you guys because, you know, like, it's gambling at the end of the day. I'm going to set the precautions. I'm not going to do this false reality bullshit. I'm not going to, right? So it's like, so I guess so the place I'll come to the middle ground with you on is, I do agree with you on the how could they have known. So on that, like, overall accountability, I agree with you, but on the personal accountability is the part where I think I'm projecting. I wouldn't, if I fully went in on something and didn't give the precautions on it, right? This is the keyword, precautions. If I didn't get the precautions, I would have a guilt. I would feel terrible if I was working with FTX and I went and I fully shielded for them, didn't set precautions every day, didn't tell people to keep their guard up, right? And then they get fucking scammed by it. Like, I would feel absolutely terrible and responsible, right? So it's like, and the only difference between that is in my control of just letting people know, yo, be careful, don't do this. If I would say that, then I would no longer feel guilty because I've let them know to keep their guard up and not to blindly trust something just because I'm doing it. I think that's that small little thing that streamers can do is the difference, like, in the moral responsibility that I think every human should have on a baseline level. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, sure. Destiny, and one person sponsored by FTX. Wasn't like everybody? I don't know in the streamer space, but I know in the YouTube space, I thought there were a ton of people that took FTX sponsors. We watched that CoffeeZilla video where he was calling out like financial influencers that were taking those sponsorships. Also, wasn't FTX shilled by really famous people, by like celebrities? Am I wrong on that? Like, didn't the guy from the Seinfeld writer guy? Oh my god, Larry David. Yeah, didn't he shill for FTX? Although technically his ad was the most accurate one. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Outward vitriol was from people like Gabba, right? Who were like lab, or like his audience who were like lab. So it's like, for some reason, I'm yeah, and so now I'm like Gabba, which like still is Gabba, obviously.
So when people are calling you out on your shit and they're like, you because you're falsely accuse someone of some shit and you backpedal and there's no consequence to what you do, they cannot dare to say you to you, but you're gonna be them? Yeah, you bitch. You. Roll it.
Editor's gonna have a lot of censoring.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is.
How about you get all the fucks out of the way?
You.
And I'm done.
It's like really strange to have this like anger that like I can't place, this like sadness that I can't.
AOD ball.
Oh, what's up?
How's it going, man?
Oh, pretty good. What's up? How you doing?
Wait, not too bad. Somebody told me you were saying that squats are an alternative for cardio.
Yeah, always get clips, okay? I think somebody in chat asked about like, somebody in chat asked some shit about like, should I do cardio for squats? If you want to get better at squatting, you probably should squat more. I don't think you need to do cardio for squatting. But if you want to get like better cardio, then you can also just like, do cardio. It just depends what you want.
True. If you want better cardio, you should probably just do cardio. So it was basically a falsehood. They didn't say you can just you should do cardio, or you should do squats for cardio. They just made that up basically.
Yeah, I think somebody asked me that.
Motherfuckers, bro. Okay.
How's life going?
Good. Life's going good, man. Just eating 4 pizza pops for breakfast. I was up until like
Wait, what is
6 a.m.
What's a pizza
pop?
pop?
It's like the Canadian version of a pizza pocket.
Oh.
Like they're Pilsner. Yeah.
Is it like pizza or is it like pastry for like breakfast?
No, it's definitely not for breakfast. It's like patron. It's just a pizza pocket, but like a Canadian version that kind of cooks itself on the inside, like the dough is partially raw. I can fuck off if you guys are having a conversation.
No, you're good. Train just
you're
completely
good.
and totally fucking ditched me and made me sound like I have fucking schizophrenia, so you're fine.
Sorry, no, someone. So for me, I have a list of expected knocks I'll have on my door, right? Because I have like layers of security. So like, I've expected like visits from people, right? Okay. And I just had one that wasn't. So I was just a little shook, right? So I had to take a couple precautions, but it ended up being nothing at all. So that's why I had to like just go fully and like mute up.
Okay.
Yeah. So my bad. So we ended. I think you read chat and you said something about what streamers, and you said everybody. Then did you keep going after that? I just remember.
I don't remember what we were talking about. When is
Jesus.
Yeah. Wait, Nick? What do you stream these days?
What do I stream? I do mostly like fitness stuff. I'm started playing a little bit of League. I'm trying to climb the diamond this season. Yeah, mostly fitness, and I'm still doing a little bit of League and a bit of like red pill shit, like talking to men about men's issues and that sort of thing. That's about it. Yeah. Just lurking on your stream, waiting for you to say something that I can dive in on you for about fitness, as you can see.
Probably. We are all about gym talks here, so.
Yeah. Train, you're a fitness dude too, aren't you?
Used to be.
Used to be? Not anymore? Why not?
I just got, the last 3 years I was pulling 350 hours a month, just grinding. So, streaming. So I just kind of, and I'm somebody that has absolutely no balance in anything. Like I'm either full in or full out when it comes to the things that I do. So like
That
if I'm
super Sigma mentality.
is Sigma Sigma is above Alpha, the individual, right?
Yeah, it's like I'm the wise wolf, you know. I'm about my grind. I'm apart from the rest.
Facts, but technically speaking, I think the lone wolf would probably get fucked up by the pack of wolves. So technically speaking, I think there would be a better like variation of, you know, if you can find a good combination. Holy fuck, I'm a centrist through and through. Jesus Christ. Holy shit, I just caught myself. Oh my god, I'm actually a centrist through and through. Everything that I do and say is literally a centrist take. I was about to say, find a perfect middle ground between having a pack and being a lone wolf, right? Because it'd be foolish to be a complete lone wolf and to go against multiple packs. Like, you need to still have the loyalty of a pack, but at the same time kind of live in that lone wolf mentality while also giving the freedom to that pack of their, right? I don't know. It's, wow, I am a centrist through and through. Jesus Christ, I never thought about that.
He's a middle wolf.
You know what? With that said, Dustin, I'm gonna have to have tomato soup and tacos.
Why don't?
Oh, we've got Pixie, our resident SJW. How's it going?
Yeah, I don't really have questions about like lone wolves or anything like that. I just have some questions for you really not involved in any of that stuff. So I'm just wondering, like, you do.
Hold on. I didn't consent to your question.
Okay, are you not ready to have your
Well, I can already hear in the tone of your voice that you're here for gotcha moments and you're here for
Wait, no. This is not like a, oh, gotcha. This is a legitimate question because I am actually some things that have to do with like how you do morality and how you do your past consequences versus now. I want to be very clear. I don't think that there's like any like inherent like moral like straight up wrong. I'm just wondering about whether you do or not and like how you deal with it or how you deal with it. But if you do something, that's okay. You don't have to have this conversation. I just want to.
I don't think it's bullshit. I just think the initial vibe of the way you came in was very aggressive.
To be full disclosure, she did DM me. She's like, "Can I come in and ask you a question?"
Well, you should have let me know then. Yes.
Nobody let me know. So.
Yeah, you just let me know after I called it out. Can you give me? Yeah, it does. Can you explain to me? Do I have you blocked on Twitter? What's your Twitter?
EXIE love and then like with 2 E's at the end.
Oh wait, I'm confusing for somebody else. I apologize.
Confusing her for it. Oh my god! I know.
There was somebody that was just saying something extremist. Like, I'm talking like absolutely wild shit. Like
I thought you were confusing her for
I forgot who it was exactly. Anyways, I do want to apologize. I did confuse it with somebody else, so that's my fault.
Okay, it's okay. I mean, the conversation, I'll be in Canada. I'll leave it ahead of time. And if you want to have it now, that's also cool. If you'd rather have a conversation like separately, like not live stream because you're afraid of like gotcha moments and stuff like that, that's also fine. I just have like genuine questions about like how you do things.
Regarding what?
Regarding like gambling.
Okay. Can I preface your question with this question? When looking at Kick and owners of Kick being owners of Stake, do you hold the same consistency for Amazon being the parent company of Twitch? Do you hold the same consistency for DraftKings, FanDuel, and other slot casinos being pushed through Amazon, through Twitch, content ads to actual children audiences that have majority children? That's what I'm asking. So if that's the conversation we want to have, then all I ask is the same consistency for Amazon and for Twitch, which, believe me, if you put it side-by-side list, by no means do I want to start justifying lesser evils, greater evils. But if you put it on a side-by-side list of the atrocities Amazon has committed on a world-wide scale, believe me, your fight would be with Twitch and Amazon, not Kid and State.
Yeah, no, I don't have any like moral judgment myself. Like right now, I'm not really like passing judgment onto Kick or onto even like Twitch and Amazon.
Yeah. I passed, how long are we talking? We're doing a 10-year dive, 6-year dive, 4-year dive, 6 month.
Okay, so I'm not exactly sure. That's part of the questions I want to ask to be able to understand like if there's been like this change or not. So I'm gonna just ask you a question. I feel like we're talking about it.
Yeah, ask me one question at a time. I have to eat soup, which I told Destiny to be fair. I did. So you let me know what your questions are, and if I can't answer them, I will happily answer them.
Those again, Pete's paradox.
I was deciding between tomato soup and grilled cheese first. Tacos. There's this delicious taco place that has, in my opinion, sorry, going to stand on, but I have to do it. I'm really passionate about these tacos. So for me, big tacos are a big no. I just hate big tacos. Okay, there's this taco place where it's like tacos that are like the tortilla is like 2 inches in what was that length and how would a circle be in diameter? 2 inches in diameter, I guess would be the best way to say it. It's just a small taco. It's 2 bites, and it's absolutely fucking phenomenal. Like those are the tacos. It's just this bite-sized, or I should say, 2 bite-sized. A delicious thing filled with just a multitude of tastes. Or would plethora be the better word? I just woke up.
Yeah.
Could I use plethora of taste, or plethora would be? Is that more used for? I don't know. Whatever. Continue.
I think plethora would work. It's a little verbose, but I think it works.
Well, I think shouldn't plethora be used for like,
How about cornucopia of tastes?
A cornucopia of tastes. I like that, but then it sounds like I'm a StarCraft 2 pro. Anyways, continue.
Okay, so I know in a lot of your early or mid-career, you were talking about like against OnlyFans, or against like these like esports on Twitch, etc. That they're preying like on young men, and that they're like getting addicted to like porn, etc.
No. I need to clarify.
Okay.
For you, so that was never my angle. My angle was Squad W double standards. So what I would say is, somebody would go out and they will look for attention through the use of sexuality, right? And then obviously in, life, in order for positive to exist, negative must also exist, right? So what would happen is you would use sexuality to gain attention, and they would pick and choose positive and negative attention. So if they saw, let's say, 80 positive comments, they would love it and they'd want to continue to do it. And then they'd see 2 comments, they'd screenshot those 2 comments, and then they would falsely get behind the movements that I believe are in place for a good reason, whether it's anti-sexism or, anti-misogyny or whatever, the good movements that are giving women a platform and women a voice. They get behind those platforms, they pervert them, manipulate them, use them for their own gain. Well, they are. If you understand that, that was the Squad W movement I was referring to. I have no issue with people doing those things. I have an issue when they, make their own bed and then they complain about the, negative sides of the shortcuts they're taking. Right, like they damn well know what they're doing when they're going with that shortcut of sexuality, right? Rather than using personality or who they are, they're using sexuality, right? They're objectifying themselves. When you take that shortcut to build an audience, you have to understand there is going to be that, right? There's going to be negatives that come with it. So when you look at those negatives and you play oblivious to why they're happening, I don't believe that anyone deserves or is deserving of those negatives. I don't think it's justified, but to play oblivious to why it's happening and to blame it for a reason that they're oblivious of is what I was talking about. That was the Squad W double standard that I thought was just ridiculous. But yeah, things have changed now that I've grown older and experienced more. But I'm just clarifying what I